So this video is just to demonstrate the signal flow from the live room in Ashton Sixth Form, where I'm stood now, through to the control room so that we can set up a microphone and record a signal into Logic. So I've got a laptop here just to give me some audio. I've set up my microphone. The microphone is a condenser mic. We'll talk about that another time. That is connected into the wall box in input number 1. Input number 1 on the wall box through there in the live room corresponds with input number 1 on the mixing desk, nicely labelled up at the top. I've used the condenser mic in this example, so the first thing I'm going to do is switch on 48 volts phantom power. That just provides power to the microphone so it works. Next, I'm going to just come over to my main output section and just double check my control room level is at a reasonable volume. I'm going to move my master faders up to 0. And next, I want to set the gain so I can actually get a good signal to noise ratio for this channel. So I've turned phantom power on. I'm going to come down further down the channel strip and I'm going to press the PFL button. This isolates this channel onto the metering, and I can tell that something is in PFL because the PFL indicator light is lit. Next, I'm going to come back to the gain control, which is the input volume into the channel. I'm going to slowly turn up the input gain while looking at the metering. And what I'm looking for is to try and get the signal bouncing around between green and amber. Then I'm going to take the signal out of PFL. So all I've done there is set the correct input level coming into the channel. Next, we want to listen or monitor this channel. To do that, I need to connect the channel to the master faders, left, right, and I do that by pressing the left, right mix button. Then if I turn my fader up and turn up the master faders, I can then hear that signal. And I have now correctly set the gain on the channel, and I'm getting a decent level of signal without going into the red and clipping. If I wanted to, I could double check, drop it back into PFL. My signal's a little bit hot there, so I'm just going to drop that down. If I made any further adjustments to the volume of the thing I'm recording or the position of my mic or anything like that, I always need to come back and just PFL the channel and make sure the gain is set correctly. The next stage of the process is to get the signal into Logic so that we can record it. I'm using channel 1 on my mixer. So in Logic, I need to make sure I have input 1 selected. All the inputs correspond with the inputs on the mixing desk. So I've got the correct input. Good practice would be to label my track so I know what I'm recording. And that will then name the audio file it generates with that same name. And then to check the signals get into Logic, I press the record arm button. There we go. So now the signal is definitely going to Logic. I'm currently monitoring from the input. So if I switch this off, What I want to do is listen back to the output of Logic now. So I can see the signal is getting into Logic, but I can't hear it. On the mixer, channels 15 and 16 are the output from the computer. So down here, all I need to do is use these channel status buttons to tell these two channels what to listen to. And what we want is the digital return post EQ. We could use the digital return pre-insert. That would allow us to use the EQ section on the desk. But for what we're doing today, I'm just going to use the digital return. So I need to go to the correct channels, press the buttons. As soon as I do that, I get my signal indicator light. So I know there's some signal there. Turn my faders up. I can't hear anything at the moment because I've not connected these channels to the master fader. So if I press left, right mix, I'm now listening to the signal coming through the desk into the computer, and then I'm monitoring the output of the computer. One thing to be very careful of, we don't want to listen to the active input at the same time as the output from Logic. You might not hear it on this video, but what will happen, we'll get a strange So if we monitor both the input signal and the return from Logic, we get a strange kind of phase sort of sound. So that is getting the signal from the mic, setting the gain, routing into Logic, and then listening back to the output from Logic. To record, all I would need to do is drop Logic into record, and I can see there I'm recording the input. I'm going to switch off record arm, which will stop me listening to the active mic, and I can now listen back to my recording. Like so.